Michigan State University is a public research university located in East Lansing, Michigan, United States. MSU was founded in 1855 and became the nation's first land-grant institution under the Morrill Act of 1862, serving as a model for future land-grant universities. MSU pioneered the studies of packaging, hospitality business, plant biology, supply chain management, and telecommunication. U.S. News & World Report ranks several MSU graduate programs in the nation's top 10, including African history, industrial and organizational psychology, educational psychology, osteopathic medicine, and veterinary medicine, and identifies its graduate programs in elementary education, secondary education, and nuclear physics as the best in the country. Following the introduction of the Morrill Act, the college became coeducational and expanded its curriculum beyond agriculture. Today, MSU is the seventh largest university in the United States, with over 50,085 students and 5,100 faculty members. There are approximately 532,000 living MSU alumni worldwide. MSU's Division I sports teams are called the Spartans, which compete in the Big Ten Conference. MSU's football team won the Rose Bowl in 1954, 1956, 1988 and 2014 and 6 national championships. Its men's basketball team won the NCAA National Championship in 1979 and 2000 and enjoyed a streak of 7 Final Four appearances since the 1998-1999 season. Its men's ice hockey won national titles in 1966, 1986 and 2007. Historically, cross-country is Michigan State's most successful sport. History. Agriculture School. The Michigan Constitution of 1850 called for the creation of an agricultural school, though it was not until February 12, 1855, that Michigan Governor Kinsley S. Bingham signed a bill establishing the United States' first agriculture college, the Agricultural College of the State of Michigan. Classes began on May 13, 1857, with 3 buildings, 5 faculty members, and 63 male students. The first president, Joseph R. Williams, designed a curriculum that required more scientific study than practically any undergraduate institution of the era. It balanced science, liberal arts, and practical training. The curriculum excluded Latin and Greek studies, since most applicants did not study any classical languages in their rural high schools. However, it did require 3 hours of daily manual labor, which kept costs down for both the students and the college. Despite Williams' innovations and his defense of education for the masses, the State Board of Education saw Williams' curriculum as elitist. They forced him to resign in 1859 and reduce the curriculum to a 2-year vocational program. Land-grant pioneer. In 1860, Williams became acting lieutenant governor and helped pass the Reorganization Act of 1861. This gave the college a 4-year curriculum and the power to grant master's degrees. The college changed its name to State Agricultural College, and its first class graduated in the same year. As the Civil War had just begun, there was no time for an elaborate graduation ceremony. The first alumni enlisted to the Union Army. Williams died, and the following year, Abraham Lincoln signed the first Morrill Act of 1862 to support similar colleges, making the Michigan School a national model. Co-ed college. The college first admitted women in 1870, although at that time there were no female residence halls. The few women who enrolled either boarded with faculty families or made the arduous stagecoach trek from Lansing. From the early days, female students took the same rigorous scientific agriculture courses as male students. In 1896, the faculty created a women course that melded a home economics curriculum with liberal arts and sciences. That same year, the college turned the old Abbott Hall male dorm into a women's dormitory. It was not until 1899 that the State Agricultural College admitted its first African-American student, William O. Thompson. After graduation, he taught at what is now Tuskegee University. President Jonathan L. Snyder invited its president Booker T. Washington to be the class of 1900 commencement speaker. A few years later, Myrtle Craig became the first woman African-American student to enroll at the college. Along with the class of 1907, she received her degree from U.S. President Theodore Roosevelt, commencement speaker for the semi-centennial celebration. The city of East Lansing was incorporated in that same year, and 2 years later the college officially changed its name to Michigan Agricultural College. Big Ten University during the early 20th century, MAC, expanded its curriculum well beyond agriculture. By 1925 it had expanded enough that it changed its name to Michigan State College of Agriculture and Applied Science. In 1941, the Secretary of the State Board of Agriculture, John A. Hanna, became president of the college. He began the largest expansion in the institution's history, with the help of the 1945 GI Bill, which helped World War II veterans to receive an education. One of Hanna's strategies was to build a new dormitory building, enroll enough students to fill it, and use the income to start construction on a new dormitory. Under his plan, enrollment increased from 15,000 in 1950 to 38,000 in 1965. In 1957, Hanna continued MSU's expansion by co-founding Michigan State University Oakland, now Oakland University, with Matilda Dodge Wilson. Hanna also got the chance to improve the athletic reputation of MSC. When the University of Chicago resigned from the Big Ten Conference in 1946, Hanna lobbied hard to take its place, gaining admission in 1949. 6 years later, in its centennial year of 1955, the state of Michigan renamed the college as Michigan State University of Agriculture and Applied Science. 9 years after that, the university governing body changed its name from the State Board of Agriculture to the MSU Board of Trustees. The state of Michigan allowed the university to drop the words agriculture and applied science from its name. Since 1964, the institution has gone by the name of Michigan State University. Oakland University in 1957, the donation of 1,500 acres in Pontiac Township, Oakland County, Michigan prompted creation of Michigan State University, Oakland. That campus became the independent school, Oakland University, in 1970. Global leader by 2012. Since the end of the Hanna era in 1969, Michigan State has shifted its focus from increasing the size of its student body to advancing its national and global reputation. In September 2005, current President Lou Anna Simon called for MSU, one of the public Ivy institutions, to become the global model leader for land-grant institutions by the year 2012. Her plans include creating a new residential college and increasing grants awarded from the National Institutes of Health past the $100 million mark. Michigan State, the University of Michigan and Wayne State University created the University Research Corridor in 2006. This alliance was formed to transform and strengthen Michigan's economy by reaching out to businesses, policymakers, innovators, investors and the public to speed up technology transfer, make resources more accessible and help attract new jobs to the state. Sexual assault investigation. On May 1, 2014, Michigan State University was named one of 55 higher education institutions under investigation by the Office of Civil Rights for possible violations of federal law over the handling of sexual violence and harassment complaints by Barack Obama's White House Task Force to Protect Students from Sexual Assault. The investigation at Michigan State involves its response to sexual harassment and sexual assault complaints involving students, according to one reporter. It was later reported in the same paper that an investigation by the U.S. Department of Education into how Michigan State University handles sexual assault complaints was spurred by an incident in Wonders Hall in August 2010. A spokesman said, "Campus MSU's sprawling campus is located in East Lansing, Michigan. The campus is perched on the banks of the Red Cedar River. Development of the campus started in 1856 with 3 buildings. A multi-purpose building called College Hall, a dormitory later called Saints Rest, and a barn. Today, MSU's contiguous campus consists of 5,200 acres, 2,000 acres of which are developed. There are 556 buildings, 100 for academics, 131 for agriculture, 166 for housing and food service, and 42 for athletics. Overall, the university has 22,763,025 square feet of indoor space. Connecting it all is 26 miles of roads and 100 miles of sidewalks. MSU also owns 44 non-campus properties, totaling 22,000 acres in 28 different counties. North Campus, the oldest part of campus, lies on the north bank of the Red Cedar. It includes collegiate Gothic architecture, plentiful trees, and curving roads with few straight lines. The college built its first 3 buildings here, of which none survive. Other historic buildings north of the river include the President's official residence, Cowles House, and Beaumont Tower. A carillon clock tower marking the site of College Hall, the original classroom building. To the east lies Eustace Cole Hall, America's first freestanding horticulture laboratory. Other landmarks include the bronze statue of former President John A. Hanna, the W. J. Beale Botanical Garden, and the painted boulder known as The Rock, which is a popular spot for theater, tailgating, and candlelight vigils. On the northwest corner of campus lies the university's hotel, the Kellogg Hotel and Conference Center. The university also has a museum, initiated in 1857. MSU Museum is one of the oldest museums in the Midwest and is accredited by the American Alliance of Museums. South Campus. The campus south of the river consists mostly of post-World War II international-style buildings, and is characterized by sparser foliage, a relatively straight roadways, and many parking lots. The 2020 Vision Master Plan proposes replacing these parking lots with parking ramps and green space, but these plans will take many years to reach fruition. As part of the master plan, the university erected a new bronze statue of the Spartan in 2005 to be placed at the intersection of Chestnut and Kalamazoo, just south of the Red Cedar River. This replica replaced the original modernist terracotta statue, which can still be seen inside Spartan Stadium. Notable academic and research buildings on the South Campus include the cyclotron and the College of Law. This part of campus is home to the MSU Horticulture Gardens in the adjoining 4-H Children's Garden. South of the gardens lie the Canadian National and CSX railroads, which divide the main campus from thousands of acres of university-owned farmland. The university's agricultural facilities include the horse, dairy, cattle, beef cattle, sheep, and poultry teaching and research farms, as well as the Air Quality Control Lab and the Diagnostics Center for Population and Animal Health. Kellogg Hotel and Conference Center. The Kellogg Hotel and Conference Center doubles as a 4-star hotel and a business-friendly conference center. It is located on the northwest corner of Michigan State University's campus, across from the Brody Complex, on Harrison Road just south of Michigan Avenue. The Hotel U has 160 rooms and suites which can accommodate anyone staying in East Lansing for a business conference, sporting event or an on-campus visit, but it originally served as a dormitory for MSU students. Besides a lodging facility, The Kellogg Hotel and Conference Center serves as a learning laboratory for the 300 to 400 students each year that are enrolled in the School of Hospitality, Business and Other Majors. The Kellogg Hotel and Conference Center strives to facilitate education by hosting conferences and seminars. Dubai Campus MSU currently runs a small campus at Dubai Knowledge Village, Dubai, United Arab Emirates. It offered at first only one program, a master's program in human resources and labor relations. In 2011 it added a master's program in public health. In April 2012, MSU Dubai announced that it hopes to begin in 2013 two programs in law, a LL.M. program as well as a Master of Jurisprudence program. Previously, MSU established an education center in Dubai offering 6 undergraduate programs, thereby becoming the first American university with a presence in Dubai International Academic City. The university attracted 100 students in 2007, its first year, but the school was unable to achieve the 100 to 150 new students per year needed for the program to be viable, and in 2010 MSU closed the program and the campus.